Naomi, 25. Pregnant with my second child while raising a 1-year-old girl. I live in Tokyo with my husband Mason. But the pregnancy and childcare has led to frequent stress and arguments between us. I know it's important to maintain a good relationship for the kids. But the frustration wins every time and makes things difficult. So, to cool down and prevent our worsening relationship, I decided to visit my parents' house for a few days. But it's in Fukuoka. I'm pregnant and have a little one, so flying wasn't an option. Plus, Mason and I weren't on speaking terms. So I reluctantly decided to take the bus alone with my baby. Since it's winter, and my baby always sleeps well from the warmth and quietness in the car, I decided to head there by night bus. I was worried that a crowded daytime bus might not have seats and she could cry from the number of people, so... However, not long after departure, she started crying, perhaps due to a different place and atmosphere. Other passengers were staring at us, and I could feel their silent pressure demanding that I quickly stop her. Help me! What should I do? I tried everything, like comforting, gently patting, checking the diaper, but nothing worked. Eventually, a middle-aged man sitting behind us, probably fed up with the crying since he's been clicking his tongue and mumbling for a while, spoke up.
Hey, miss, can you shut your baby up? I got on this night bus to sleep, but I can't get any rest with all this noise.
I'm so sorry.
If you have the time to apologize, make it stop crying. This is why young parents like you are useless. Can't handle one kid, but you're pregnant with another? Unbelievable.
I'm sorry. All I could do was apologize. The other passengers must be feeling the same way as he does. I feel so guilty. After that, my baby cried until we reached the service area. Once we arrived, I was outside for fresh air, and thankfully she calmed down and stopped crying. Oh, good. I hope this keeps up until we get there. As I felt a bit relieved, the man from earlier approached me and said this.
Hey, why is your baby quiet now and not on the bus? You did it on purpose to get back at me, huh?
What? Of course not. I did everything I could to calm her down, but couldn't.
Hey, quit making excuses. You're thinking kids cry, so it's whatever, huh?
No, I don't think that at all. I feel truly sorry for disturbing everyone's sleep.
Then show it with your actions. Being pregnant doesn't excuse you with just an apology.
Yes, I understand that. Since my baby calmed down, I think everything will be okay.
One more sound and you and the baby are done. I'll kick you both off this bus. I paid for this, so I have the right to a peaceful journey. Understood?
After saying that, he went back on the bus. I stayed outside with my baby for a while and went back on. Thanks to the fresh air, she was calm and didn't even cry when we sat down. The man who had been sitting behind us also seemed to fall asleep quickly and started snoring. However, less than 15 minutes after departure, she started crying again. No matter how much I tried to soothe her, she wouldn't stop. I was the one that wanted to cry. Then suddenly, I felt a strong impact on my back. The man behind me kicked my seat very hard. The shock made me let out a small eep, and I was scared to turn around. Then he started talking to me in a louder voice than before.
God. Don't you know you're causing all of us trouble making your baby cry like that?
I'm sorry.
You don't deserve to be a parent if you can't even discipline! Hey, get off the bus with your baby as promised. Understood?
No, please. I'll calm her down right away.
I want to sleep in peace! Actually, we all do, so get the hell off!
He shouted that loudly so everyone could hear. His voice caught everyone's attention and they looked my way. No one said anything, but they kept glancing at each other, which felt like silent pressure. Seeing that, the man grinned, looking like he won, and then said,
See? Everyone feels the same way. So get off! Hey driver, stop this bus immediately!
No, please. I was on the verge of tears, ready to give up and get off the bus. But then, something happened. A young man, probably a college student, sitting across from the aisle let out a big yawn and woke up. Even though he had been sleeping the whole commotion earlier. He's handsome with a well-defined face and a unique bobbed hairstyle. Then he said,
Oh, goodness, can you please shut it? I know, right? It's so annoying.
I'm sorry.
I'm talking to you, dude. You're fine, ma'am. No worries.
What?
What the hell did you... Kicking a lady's seat from behind isn't something a gentleman would do. Hey, did you even go to school, dude? What? Got a sec, Paige?
The boy woke up the person sleeping in the seat next to him, which seems like it's his sister. She then woke up and...
Oh, goodness. That was a good nap. Anyway, yeah, like he said, you're the loud one here.
What? Why am I the one being attacked?
Do something about your snoring. It was echoing throughout the bus and it was so annoying. Right, everyone?
I was so surprised by what they said, but the other passengers nodded in agreement. Then the boy continued to talk to the man.
A baby's cry is like background music. All of us went through this in our early years. This tiny angel's first cries are their way of making presence known, and they're full of energy and courage. This behavior, only allowed for a few years after birth, feels so mystical, doesn't it? But yours is just a noise, dude.
The passengers started to chuckle. I felt relieved and almost burst into tears of joy. Then the man got so furious and started yelling complaints.
What? How dare you speak to me like that? What about my rights? I have the right to ride this bus comfortably too! Hey, can you take care of this next page?
Then a woman named Paige spoke up, grinning.
Sure. Speaking of rights, she has the right to bring her baby on the bus. Also, the baby has the right to cry freely. You have the right to snore uncontrollably too, but you do not have the right to kick the seat in front of you. If she feels pain and goes to the hospital, she has the right to charge you for medical expenses, even without injury. If she feels scared, she can claim compensation for emotional distress, and if your actions are considered malicious, she can sue you and file a police report.
That's way over the top!
Oh, you probably didn't think about it, but she's carrying another baby.
You harmed the older child and endangered her.
If anything happens to the baby, you'll have hurt 3 people. Now, if she asserts her rightful claims, how much compensation do you think she'll get? And if she files a report, could it lead to a prison sentence?
What? Compensation? Prison? Seriously? I did it!
Just as you have rights, so do they. And not just that. The bus company has the right to sue for property damage if you kick the seat. Do you realize how many people you're giving rights to? If you can't figure out with that empty head of yours, why don't you stay quiet? Thank you.
The man then, unbelievably, started causing a commotion out of anger.
Shut up! How dare you talk to someone older like this? You guys won't get away with this at the next stop!
Then Paige called a person who was sleeping. That person was much older and had similar facial features, so it must be their mum. She stood out with her afro hairstyle and wearing an apron on the bus.
Mom, wake up!
Wow, I'm surprised she can still sleep with all this noise.
But it's her time now.
Oh, I was right. I wonder what kind of person she is. Just as I was thinking that, the boy whispered to me,
It's showtime!
"What? Ugh! Are you the one causing this commotion and disturbing my beauty sleep?"
Hey, are you these scumbags' mom? How did you even raise them to be like this?
Huh? Hold on. Hey, Kevin! If you're finished with that canned coffee, throw it away. Is it empty? Here, I'll crush it for you. It's for the environment.
Sorry, thanks, Mom.
She held the empty canned coffee with one hand and crushed it, instantly flattening it. She then folded 2 more times with the same hand, quickly making it small and putting it into the garbage can.
What the hell just happened?
He started to tremble. Hold on another minute. I can't stand leaving things unfinished or half done. I'll listen to what you have to say afterwards, okay? Hey, Paige! Did you really already drink a whole liter of milk? It's empty! Crush the carton properly and throw it in the trash. Here, I'll do that for you.
Oh, my bad. Thanks, Mom. Here.
Only today, okay? As soon as she said that, she swiftly folded the 1-liter milk carton and squeezed it like a rag. The thick milk carton was quickly reduced to the size of a rope and thrown into the garbage can. The man began to sweat and his jaw started to tremble. Sorry, give me another minute. I realize the contest deadline in this magazine has passed and I'm frustrated, so I'll get rid of it. After saying that, she tore the 1-inch thick magazine that was on her seat. She then stacked the pieces, making it about 2 inches thick, and tore it in half again. It was quickly reduced to the size of a loaf of bread. He froze in fear. Then she turned to face him again with a smile and said, "So, what is it about my kids?"
Nothing. Sorry. It was just my mistake.
Did they do something terrible to you?
No. Everything is my fault.
Glad to hear. Did you apologize to her and the baby?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for kicking your seat. I truly regret it. I won't do it ever again. So please forgive me.
Now, I want you to shut it, since you're very annoying.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be quiet.
Then she looked at me, smiling warmly, and winked.
Mission accomplished. Ta-da!
That felt good.
After that, the man didn't speak another word. Fearing he might snore, he stayed awake, sitting quietly and sweating nervously. After getting off the bus, I thanked the family and asked for their contact information. I'd like to properly thank you all again, so may I get your contact details?
For what? Did we do something worth such gratitude?
Yes, you all helped me out.
We just did what's right. A hard-working mother is truly beautiful. Have confidence. A daughter born to a mother like you and a husband who married you are both so lucky!
Thank you, but I'd like to.
Seems like you're working hard, but take care of yourself, okay? You're very important to this child. Someone somewhere is surely watching you and will help when you think you can't handle it anymore. So take good care of yourself.
But still, you're thinking raising a child is hard, huh? But actually, the hardest times are often the most enjoyable. My mentor taught me that raising a child is like climbing a mountain when I was struggling. While climbing, everyone will think, oh, this is hard and tiring, I want to rest. But once you reach the top and see the view, the rest is just downhill. Same goes for raising kids. When they're grown, your turn to focus on your own life. At that time, you'll realize the time I was climbing, in other words, raising them, was the most enjoyable. It's only then that you'll see. You're on the climb now and it's the most fun. So climb slowly, looking around the scenery around you. Enjoy the things and encounters along the way so you don't regret it later. As for me, I've reached the top and I'm now heading down. See you! After saying that, they walked away. I bowed deeply for a while until I couldn't see them. Thank you so much. I wish to be the kind of person who can gently provide comfort to others. So as soon as I arrived at my parents' house, I called Mason. I'm so sorry for lashing out recently.
No, my apologies too. I haven't been mindful of your feelings. From now on, I'll be more understanding.
Thanks. Me too. After reconciling with Mason, we welcomed our second child a few months later. Now we live together and there are no more conflicts like before. When I told him about the bus incident, he was impressed and said, "There really are good people out there." I'm committed to climbing the mountain of parenthood with him from now on.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!